Welcome back, everyone, to the Banner Saga, with me, the Earl King. The Varl you find before you, uh, the Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising with as many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Krum. Alright. Well, I'll be damned. Krum, it's been a long time. Yeah, so it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wormtoe, with his very own village of humans? Bad news. Dreads are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come, we have food. We'll discuss more in the meat house. As you follow the old Varl into the meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest, if you half want to go north, I'll be honest with you, half want to go north and find out what happened at Blotzbecker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. You've got women and children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl, they're here to get away from civilization, not to make one. It's Krum's call. It won't be long before the dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Jorandar what's going on. Who's Jorandar? Varl King? Well, as close to one as we have, anyway. Ingvar, where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grovheim. More travel. No, we've already come so far. Stop pouting, girlie. Even if Jorandar won't listen to a tired old Var like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivar? Hasn't told you. Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Alright. Do you have a market in this town? You do. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got in terms of market ware? An narwhal horn. +1 break for 2. +1 will. Attacks never deflected. Ooh. Plus, yeah, we're gonna get that one. The break might also be nice to pick up. Yeah, we'll pick up the narwhal horn too, and just leave the renown that we have. We need to rest a day. Rest 2 days, 3 days, 4 days? How fucking injured are people? Oh, Oddleaf has 1 day left. Well, she can recover on the road. That's fine. Let's talk to... I think that's Mogan? Yeah, I think it is Mogan. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of a dying daily, and they want me to take it easy. Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't get us thrown out of the caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, and now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers clam up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hugin departs, leaving Mugen looking awkward. Look, what brings you around? Just heard yelling. Came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not the secret. I like women, Rook, and they like me. They like the cigar. Forget it. Listen, all this death. Every night, half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook. Be honest. This is a good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they're keel over? What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You should go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I'm not sure I agree. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, huh? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves and some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick? Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you. Also, or Old Leaf, she's all yours. All yours, Rook. Appreciate it, Mogan. You depart, unsure whether your opinion of Mogan has changed for the better or for the worse. Let's talk to Kroom. Kroom, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I've never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then. Who is Ingvar? I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle in gossip. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much left for me to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wormtoe. They still come calling, even with no war to speak of. Seems like that might change, though, don't it? Any wisdom on fighting Dredge? Depends how much you know. Their armor, they're all armor. Tap 'em hard enough, though, and they'll shatter. Line up a whole roll of slag, and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half time is spent trying to set 'em up. And if you see one bang his axe, like taunting, like a tuning fork, try and kill him quick. Sometimes the Saga's column won't even show up. I bet you have some incredible stories. I might be I do. Or it could be the most boring Varl you ever met. Depends on how much you like killing Dredge. Ask me again someday. Might tell you about it sometime. We filled a dead yacht with whale teeth. And why? Well, best leave you to your business then. I suppose you should. Take care of your friend, Yngvar. Alright. So, we've got everything we need. Let's leave. Let's leave Wormtoe and continue on. Grofheim's quite a few days out, says Krum, but nothing worse than crossing the waste. I imagine if there's anywhere you might be safe from Dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. Oh boy. 20 supplies. Alright, we got 9 days worth of supplies for 500 plus people. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon. In a few tents, a woman cries out, "My boy!" Points to the tent closest to the one outling Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading flames. Eyes terrible. Go in after the boy yourself. Wrapping her cloak around you, the smoke and flames and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Varl while the crowd cheers at your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon didn't make it. Jesus Christ. What in the depths was that about, you mutter to yourself. Something about fire, Oddleaf says to you. I heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. So, Varl and fire don't get along. So we went from 9 days of supplies to 3. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach your caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby. The idea quickly ripples through their clansmen. One of the strangers approaches. We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome. His eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. Ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying, The last group to ask us the question tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not? Fight with us and earn your food. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan, start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day after you discover they've vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Well, shit. Try to be nice. And we're gonna starve to death. Those bastards. Well, time to gut a child and eat them. I wonder how Varl tastes. Oh, look, it's a godstone. Maybe there'll be food here. Is that a whale? The godstone Amrak looms into view. Upon it, carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling wastes being filled with water at one time, but the godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. A blessing! Shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks to be a silver coin. It's a fish scale. Alright. Morale improves. Let's leave before this gets out of hand. Oh shit, I couldn't. Shit. I missed the chance to inspect the godstone. Fuck. Damn it. That hurts. I should have cut them off at a reasonable time. I should have cut them off at a reasonable time. Oddleaf calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows and differing in age and experience line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the wind shifts, she lets go, and her arrow flies not into one of the trees, but into a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. Dinner! A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen, I'm going to, I stand by the women becoming fighters. Train even more archers. I stand by the women. The men argue their point, but eventually relent. Thanks. To be honest, it was harder than I expected, but more people who can hold their own, the better. The women return to camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. So we gain 25... So we lose 10 clansmen. I wonder what happened to those 10 clansmen. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. You lost? He adjusts a leather strap on his head. No, are you? He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan. Tattered clothes, really no weapons. Well, I've seen better, the old man says, peering into the supply wagons. But I'll join you. He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, puffs out his chest. That's a sizable beard if he throws it over his shoulder. The fighter grins and the stranger exhales. What are we waiting for? Lead the way. Who are you and what are you doing out here? Call me Unnar, or anything else you like, the old man says. A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he? His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop the answers. Well, you're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Keep pace! No fleeter than old Unar. And husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver. The caravan enjoys a good laugh, and they start moving once again. You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl up ahead, heading your way, heading towards you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge, and a trail of bodies, leading off into the distance. Get down! Barks Crumb. Don't let them spread out, shouts the lead Varl. As you approach the battleground, soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against daunting numbers of dredge. So, there's 129 of them, but we have them outnumbered. Let's charge and rush into battle. So let's look at our allies here. So Assault. So we're not gonna have Hugin and Mugen. Oddleaf is injured, so we're gonna take her out as well. Which means we can just remove that weapon or thing from her. This is a rank 4. Alright. So we can get Krum. We can get Krumer here. And then Assault. Yeah. And Eggle and Latin Rook, they're all good. Level 3, anything worth giving? No. Rank 2? No, we can't level anyone up anyway. So I think we're ready for battle. In the next episode, we'll get down to